Hi guys, welcome back to F1 Podcast. Good to be in front of you again. Pep, as you alluded to at the end of the last podcast we did, you mentioned my mate Jacques Villeneuve. The potential of him looking at coming into the F1 season 2011, trying to get the last position on the grid with Durango. I off air with Pep was chatting about it. Initially I was excited because it's, as most of you know, I'm a Villeneuve fan. But
anyone who's been watching for a while would know that you're a Villeneuve
probably
fan,
know
Max.
that. But I whenever I see something about Villeneuve, I'm just like, oh, how exciting, and then it's, ooh, okay, that's not going to happen, I don't think. But I was just curious to see a lot of press today about Villeneuve and Durango, and putting Villeneuve Racing out there, I guess, in partnership with Durango to see if they can get the last position on the grid in 2011. I don't think it'll happen. What are your thoughts?
Well, mate, it's no secret, of course, that Jacques Villeneuve's been talking about this for a long time, and he's not shy in telling the press his feelings about wanting to get back into Formula One as soon as possible. We saw it last season with Stefan GP, and the guy has just been saying, I'm going to get back in, however I can. And it seems like the way to do that is to set up his own team, Villeneuve Racing, at least be a part owner in the team. So that to me says that he understands that there's no options available for him, and he wants to do this. So, I'm all for trying something new and going for a new venture, Max. So I wish him all the best. And there's a lot of people who are vying for a seat next season, and it's almost like a lottery. If he wins the lottery, then good luck to him, mate.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm biased. I love to see him back in Formula One next year. But it's a bit of an indictment on his reputation now that no team is even prepared to offer him a seat. So in order to get a seat, I've got to buy a team and be lucky enough to get the entry to race. It's a sad day. He's an ex-F1 world champion.
Yeah.
But I'd love to see the young plucky French Canadian pumping around again, Pep, telling people what for, wearing his baggy overalls, all that sort of thing.
In his Villeneuve Racing livery
car. I think that'd be great for the sport, and we would get another ex-world champion on the grid for next year. So I think it'd be fantastic. It's not going to happen. They don't have a car. They're still looking at potentially getting access to the 2010 Toyotas that never raced. I mean, good baseline, don't get me wrong, but it's a year-old car.
So, Max, you say it'd be fantastic, but what happens next season when they're running around at the back of the field and, they haven't got any results, and that's not so fantastic? It might be great for Jacques, but similar to Michael this year, there's no point sort of running around midfield or at the back. You need to be up the pointing end.
Yeah, you're right, but if Villeneuve's finishing in 25th, 26th, 24th, there'll be an extra 2 cars next year. I don't care. I just want to hear the comments about who blocked him, who's not professional, how anyone.
You just want to know anyway.
I just want to hear him put people down because he was damn good at it. It was hilarious. He was never in the fault. He was never in the wrong. Never at fault. No. Everyone else, love it.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see if he can get a seat, Max, and I'd like to see him back. I think it'd be pretty funny. Yeah,
there's too many consortiums out there with too much firepower, mate. So someone else is. In all honesty, he won't be racing next year, in my opinion. I hope he proves me wrong, but there's a couple of serious contenders out there for the last seat in Formula One, or the last team in Formula One, and I'm sure they've got a lot more money than Jacques Villeneuve and Durango Racing.
Yeah, well, let us know your comments, guys. Like, who should be on the grid next year? I just hope that we get some competitive cars. We're going to do a video sometime in the future, not too far in the future, Max, but about the 2011 regs, including, of course, the 107% rule. So, those cars keeping within a certain level of performance is going to be...
I'm so pleased that we're going to be talking about that, the 107% rule. I think it's great, but there you go.
Alright guys, leave us your comments and we'll see you soon for the next video.
Alright guys, bye.
Bye.
I think it's good they're bringing back that 107%. Fucking hell, this is not tiddlywinks. If you can't, if you're finishing half a minute down or a minute down on the lead driver, well, sayonara.
Yeah.
That's you done for the next race, kiddo. Because it should be competitive. I mean, this is the pinnacle of motorsport. And you've got people that have You know, people that are halfway through the race are stopping, having an ice cream, then getting back in their car and finishing half an hour behind the leader. Is that fair?
Yeah, I think when the GFC was on and you couldn't get people on the grid, fine. But if you got lots of people on the grid, then they need to have a certain level.
Absolutely. I totally agree. And it separates the wheat from the chaff, the men from the boys. It's like, all right, you and you, go off to your boats or something. See you later. And I think that's fine because it'll be more safe as well. When you think about it, if like the last, I don't know, maybe one race it'd be one car, maybe two cars, another race or whatever. That removes two layers of people to get in the road and it'll make a more exciting race.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.